And it's known as the day of rest, but some won't give it a rest when it comes to using their digital devices on Sunday. A growing number of churches and churchgoers in Anchorage are embracing technology when it comes to Sunday's sermon. Fox 4's Whitney L.B. Miller joins us now with more. Whitney.
That's right, Megan. A recent Gallup poll revealed 43% of Americans, including Alaskans, attend church regularly. The poll reports a majority of those attending are above the age of 60, but many churches are tapping into technology to try and appeal to multiple generations of potential churchgoers. We had a chance to visit a few churches converting to a new way of worship.
I said, my Lord, I've done the best I can to prepare. Now I'm trusting you to think through my mind and to speak through my lips.
A brief prayer after a few hours of preparation, and Pastor Ken Friendly is ready to deliver his weekly sermon at Lighthouse in East Anchorage.
I really work hard to make it where everybody can get something out of it. And so, you know, and I think about the things that everyone can connect to.
Pastor Friendly uses the latest technology to connect with his congregation.
And I always put all my scriptures in red that I'm going to read, and sometimes I'll say, okay, put this on the screen.
He uses an app called Documents to Go to help get his message from the pulpit.
I don't care where you come from, what track, on the track, other side of the track, down the track. God's had a life for you.
Lighthouse started to embrace modern technology just a couple of years ago. Some churchgoers recall just how much has changed.
There was just a speaker and the congregation, no monitors, no iPads, nothing. And we didn't have the capability of broadcasting outside of these four walls.
But the biggest difference now in some places of worship, like here at Lighthouse, is what's happening in the congregation, as many trade out this best-selling book for the electronic version.
New King James is fine.
Now you see just the phones, the Bible's in the phone, the notebook is in the phone or on the iPad, and it is just, you look around and it's a tremendous difference.
Like water turned to wine, the print version of the Bible has turned to a touchscreen wonder as the technology takeover appeals to different decades of churchgoers.
We're in a unique position in that we have 4 different generations that we're called to reach out to. And that, each of those generations has a different way of communicating.
In our generation, it's easier for us to communicate through technology. We're in a texting generation and a computer generation.
He's confident and he's fearless.
And even though it's the holy word at their fingertips, the temptation of distraction is not the easiest to avoid.
Sometimes I'm looking at people. See, now that we use all of these, and people are like, okay, now they should be looking at me. I'll hold on as long as I could.
While thou shalt not be distracted by technology isn't quite the 11th commandment, it's still too tempting to resist the powers of the electronic age and what it can do to connect the entire congregation. Many military members and their families attend service at Lighthouse, which is why the church says it hopes in the near future it can live stream services so those members serving overseas will be able to easily continue to be part of the congregation. And tune in again tomorrow night as we explain how some places of worship have adapted new ways of accepting your tithes and offerings. Megan.
All right, thank you, Whitney. Great story. That's Whitney reporting for us tonight.